So, if you're putting together your NED CV, then we've got some brilliant tips and suggestions for you. I'm with Tanya Gass. Tanya is the head of the board practice at Norman Broadbent. She's been in this non-exec market for a long time. And Tanya, we would love to hear, what are your tips for people applying for roles with their CV?
Thank you, Sarah, for having me. And yeah, I've got a few thoughts on this, having seen hundreds of CVs in my time. And I want to caveat everything I say with, of course, I think everyone's got an opinion on a CV. And you could ask so many people, what do you think of your CV? And they'll say it's too long, or it's too short, or it should only be 2 pages, or you should have a photo, or you shouldn't have a photo. Well, I'm not really going to focus on the layout and format too much, but there are some things that I think make a lot of sense in any CV, and some things that I'm quite sort of strong feelings on. And I think you said to me, could I do 3 do or don'ts? So my first one is make it easy for the headhunter. Put yourself in our shoes. We've got a role that we're trying to match someone to, and we're looking at lots and lots and lots of CVs. If it's going to be densely worded, I'm talking about the formatting. I don't really care how it's formatted, but if it's all dense wording and you can't really see all the experience and you can't quickly establish who this person is and what relevant experience they have, you're just making our lives harder. So make it easy to read, make the layout easy, and also bear in mind that this is not the sole opportunity to represent yourself. So you don't need to go into lots of detail on behavioural skill set. And also everybody says they're very strategic, and they have these certain sort of skill sets. I'm not really looking for that in a CV because that will come out when you have an interview. So really what you're looking for in the CV is the experience, key core experience and qualifications. As I said, I'm not that bothered how it's laid out, just make it really easy to read. The second one, and again, it's on the theme of making it easy, don't make us do the research on who those companies were that you work for. So, make sure that you lay out exactly what you've done, when you've done it, and who that company was. So I have a rule here that I share with a lot of people. I think they use it on the NED program now as well, which is my 6 S's. So in your CV, have 6 S's that you're covering in relation to each role that you've done in your career. So the first one is sector. So what sector was each company in? Second one is scale. So in terms of revenue and employees. The third one is structure. So what was the ownership structure? Was it listed, private, PE-backed, family, for example? The fourth one is seniority. So, for example, in FS, if you say that you are a VP, an SVP, where are you? Are you -1? Are you -2? Where were you in that organisation? Again, make it easy for us to understand the level of seniority you had. And then the fifth one, situational experience. So what corporate activity, corporate events have you been through, for example? IPOs, M&A, fundraising, refinancing. So particular types of experience that then may translate to the role, because we're probably looking for particular experiences, not just have you been a CFO, but did you do a refinancing on a listed market, for example? So those things are really critical. And then the sixth one is obviously the skill set. So functional skill set, behavioural skill set, as I said, it's a little bit difficult to do that in a CV. So those are my 6 S's. And then my third point is do include a board experience section. Even if you've never had a board role, think about your experience with boards. Many candidates are coming from their last executive position, maybe CEO, CFO, C-suite, and they haven't necessarily had a non-exec role before. But actually, for the last 10 years, have been very engaged with boards, have been reporting to boards, talking to board members all the time, been in board committees. So all of that experience is going to be very relevant for a board position. So don't think I haven't got a non-exec role, therefore I haven't got any board experience. There should always be a section right at the top, which is what experience you've had as a board member. So those are the 3.
Tanya, thank you so much for giving us your time. Thanks for giving those tips. And I hope for anyone putting together their CV, this has really helped. Thank you, Tanya.
Well, thank you for having me.